Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 46. What I would say, guys, is that I uploaded twice yesterday, 2 Road to Glory episodes, actually 3 times in total, and the Goetze Flashback SBC. If you haven't already watched them, you want to check out what red informs I got, and also, like, what new team is. I know it's on screen right now, but if you want to see all of that working together, I'll leave cards in the top right corner, because what we're going to do today is get stuck in with our first few weekend league games, and I'll show you highlights from those matches. So you've just seen like the player bios for my main few players up the top of the team, how they're getting on and stuff like that. I then decided to go through my club and sell some of the items which were at a heightened price right now, like these slightly higher rated players, a lot of silvers from leagues which have had league SBCs, which I just hadn't looked at all to bother like selling them as and when they came out. So we got some money for like Serie A players, Argentine League, Championship, whatever it was. I decided that, you know, if I had any silvers from them that I wasn't really looking forward to holding on to, then I'll just get rid of them, and some bronzes as well. And I actually took my total from around 60k to nearly 120, but there's some stuff still selling, so I'm sure we'll get to 120k in no time. So the weekend league is here. It got delayed by a day, and actually I didn't play any yesterday on Saturday, so the stuff you're seeing is from what I've started literally a few hours ago. So I got a lot of catching up to do. I know I've got tomorrow as well to play the weekend league. But yeah, it just feels a bit weird. Normally you would start on Friday, right? But this time I've not started until Sunday. Feels like I'm super late to the party. But we will go into our first match. And guys, if you haven't done so already, do me a favor, smash a thumbs up on the video. If we can hit 1,197 likes in this episode, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much in advance. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is one of the first videos of mine you've seen. So this is the first player I go up against. The team looks alright, but not quite as good as mine, I would say. He's got a couple of nice defenders there. We get through with Heung-min Son, go for that early shot, because I figured I'd probably get caught up by the defender, and, well, we get the corner from it. And then I actually got a couple of corners in a row here, and then I play a switch to Kondogbia there, and it would already play a switch to him, so the LB button that I pressed meant that he did a little chip shot, instead of actually just shooting the ball into the back of the net from 2 yards. So that was a little bit frustrating to miss my very first, like, decent opportunity, but there's a slice of luck for you. 15 minutes in, Heung-min Son, like the guy tries to clear it, but not well enough. It drops to Son. I just bang it in with the volley, back of the net, and we go 1-0 up in our first game of champs. Play it out wide to Dele Alli, who I'm quite enjoying in that midfield role right now. The defenders weren't really closing him, so I thought I'd take a shot. Unfortunately, this one came off the post, but we go again and we try and continue our attacks. Firmino with some nice passing actually between all of our players there. I could have played it back to Bobby, but then he would have been at a bit of a tight angle to take the shot. So I decided to go for the finesse with Heung-min Son, and I don't regret it because it goes in the back of the net and we go 2-0 up. And this game is almost like getting away from my opponent right now. It was pretty much all me having lots and lots of attacks on goal, trying my very best to be clinical so that I can, you know, maybe try and force a rage quit or at least get a win from my first FUT Champs game. I play it into Mbappe here, into Kondogbia, who sort of hits the post with his 2-star weak foot first time effort, but it literally falls straight out to him. So again, like super lucky. It was a bit of a dodgy goal. I didn't expect him to take the shot on the right foot because I know it's only a 2-star weak foot, let alone for it to go anywhere like kind of near the goal, let alone, you know, not just completely skying it over the bar. So 3-0 at half-time, and things are looking kind of good. So the pressure's not off, but it's lightened, you know. I can play a little bit, like, more my style, and the pressure's completely off when Varane does that beautiful header. I think that's his first goal for our Ultimate Team. It's one of his first games, you know. He's only played 3 or 4. But he's actually, you know, got a tally on the goal sheet for us. He's got his header from a corner. It was actually a really nice one, and we go 4-0 up in this game. Cruising at this point in time. I brought on El Shaarawy, I brought on Koke. I get through with Koke, go for that low driven, but Anthony Lopez is there to stop that one quite nicely. We get through with El Shaarawy here. I go with trying to do something a bit crazy, just goes over the bar. But yeah, then this guy like ran out his keeper for the last couple of attacks that well, from the last couple of defensive situations from him. And, well, I reboned it, flicked it across goal. And then El Shah with I think, again, a 2-star weak foot is able to volley that one into the back of the net. All right, I'll take it. Doesn't really matter. You know, I get a 5-0 win in my very first game of Champs. And you'll know that if you follow me on Instagram. I do give away a little bit of how my journey's going on my Instagram story pretty much every week. So, yeah, come follow me on Insta. And whilst we're actually plugging the social medias, I'm like 400 and something followers away from 100,000 on Twitter. So if you don't already follow me on Twitter, I would absolutely love it if you come over there and follow me. There's always a link down below in the description. Yeah, the closer we can get to 100k, the better. That's awesome. Thank you so much again in advance if you're going to come over and follow us. And thank you to all of you that already do follow me. I love you. So into game number 2 then. I whip it in with Heung-min Son, and what a header that is from Mbappe. 6 minutes into this game, giving me a really nice early lead. These two are firing on all cylinders up front right now. And yes, I did love having Heung-min Son come off the bench to be like super sub for us. But he isn't half doing that right at the start of games for me as well. And that can be the difference sometimes, I guess. So happy that he's back in the starting 11 for now until I change my mind again. And he'll probably always be someone that's like in rotation, whether he's in the starting 11 or actually like on the subs bench and stuff. I smacked the bar with him there. I felt like that one maybe should have gone in. I didn't think I put that much power on it, but it doesn't really matter. You know, once again, we will continue to try and play calm and get another goal. I get it through to Dele Alli right there, and that's a really nice finish from the Englishman. There was enough of an angle there that the defender wasn't going to get it if I just whipped it around him with the finesse. Yeah, the goalkeeper might have saved it, but, you know, there was always that chance it would go in, and in that time it just certainly did. And then a volley from about a yard from Heung-min Son gets saved by the goalkeeper. What a save that was. I thought it was for sure going to be 3-0 at that point. However, we push on again. I get extremely lucky with some defensive like mishaps there. Like the ball just almost went through the defender's legs, dropped to Heung-min Son in a perfect position to shoot. So I've had more than my slices of luck so far in the first 2 games, and actually that one was a rage quit. So we get our 2 wins in you know a really short amount of time, which is brilliant. A nice start to the weekend league. We go straight on into our next one, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'd probably take a loss in this one. The team looks good. He's got a red Willian, which means that, you know, he's either very lucky or he does pretty well consistently in champs. Well, no matter what, if you're getting a red Willian, you're pretty lucky, right? Even in top 100, people aren't almost guaranteed that at this point. So it's luck of the draw. Hopefully one day we'll get a nice red player. You know, we haven't got anyone super usable just yet, but it would be lovely if we could get someone that would fit in our starting 11. That would be brilliant. I go 1-0 up after a few minutes in this game, and I felt like I was going to be fairly comfortable again. And I get a little bit more defensive error happens for my opponent. It drops to Dele Alli. I strike it into the back of the net. 7 minutes into this game, I'm 2-0 up already. Things are going very well at the start of our FUT Champs run here. I thought it was all going to come crashing down when Courtois sort of erred a little bit there. But then he plays it straight out to Mbappe. I guess he didn't notice that I was controlling him and ready to pounce. But, of course, we just whip it past him, get that 3-0. And 16 minutes on the clock, he's decided to rage quit at 3-0. Which is actually, you know, I probably would as well. I don't know, maybe I'd wait for one more goal to go in or something, but yeah, there's no point at that stage. Like it's very likely that you're just going to get smacked 10-0. So yeah, get out of there, forget about the 400 rivals points, and just move on to the next game. Try not to let it get to you. Those sorts of games do happen. But we go into our 4th game. And I was like, okay, now look at that attack. He's got Ben Yedder in form, Griezmann, Mbappe, full version of Player of the Month, Hazard. He's got a red Lala at the back as well. This is someone that is probably going to be very good in a 4-2-3-1. It's the most 4-2-3-1 side I've ever seen in my life. And he goes 1-0 up, actually. Yeah, Griezmann was there. Like I moved my goalkeeper right at the end because I thought he was going to finesse it past me near post. But fair play to him for either reading that or just choosing the different shot type. But, you know, it was going to be a goal no matter what, really. So I might as well have moved the keeper right to try and stop it at least. But I get an equaliser. 13 minutes on the clock. I managed to get through with Mbappe and slot it past his keeper, which was on running at me. So that was good. However, then from the short corner, he whipped whips it in with Ben Yedder, and that's an absolutely thunderous header from Moussa Dembele right there. Like, I was like, wow, okay, kind of taken aback by it a little bit. Did not expect that one to go flying into the back of the net in the perfect top corner. However, we push forward to try and get back into this game. Doesn't quite work with that one right there. Dele Alli gets it, whips it. Doesn't, it gets blocked by the defender, but Mbappe picks it up. Got defenders surrounding me, so I'm doing my best to just get it into the box, which I do. It's defended, but Kondogbia picks it up, plays it into Firmino, one touch, finesse shot, top corner, green timed, and that is our equaliser 5 minutes before half time, which is always a great time to score. So into the second half then, Heung-min Son picks it up, goes for the finesse shot. I think he was trying to read me there as if I was like gonna play it through. So the defenders just sort of parted ways, and I was like, well, I know what's overpowered on this game, and it's those shots which just work so very well. I hit another one right there just a few moments later, and until I don't know if they'll ever be patched. I don't know if this is how they want them to be and stuff, but it seems to be the shot type of choice. I think that's like 2 minutes later than the one I just scored. I literally just dominated this guy in like 5 minutes. It was a tough game. It was 2-2. And then all of a sudden, I just banged 3 goals in against him and just completely changed the game. However, he stuck in there, and it wasn't the easiest of things. But I get another one open up for me with Heung-min Son in the 80th minute. That puts me up to 6-2. And of course, that's going to lead to yet another victory. There's no way I'm conceding 4 goals in 10 minutes for this guy to even get back into it. So another really, really positive one, because that was a nice team that guy had. He actually did play in a 4-2-2, not a 4-2-3-1. But yeah, I guess I knew he was going to have a 4 at the back with 2 defensive midfielders. But 4-2-2, I don't come across that very often actually on this game. So we were 4 matches and 4 wins, and we'd only conceded like a couple of goals, which was brilliant. And then we go to another game where I'm like, yeah, I could probably lose this one. This guy's got a really nice team. Red Manolas there I'm pretty jealous of, although I have a UCL Manolas who's very, very similar. And I actually go 1-0 down, which has not happened to me yet so far on the RTG in the weekend league, like in this little run. And that was after 9 minutes, but literally 2 minutes later he'd gone 2-0 up. Courtois was just letting everything go through him at this point. He gets through again only a couple of minutes later, and he's 3-0 up in 14 minutes. Now I had this a moment ago where it was, I was 3-0 up after that amount of time, and that's a very smart free kick. I don't know if you saw, but I always move my keeper a little bit because you expect them to try and dip it over the wall like in the classic free kick stance. And I went 4-0 down after 27, and I was like, I'm not getting the attacks. I'm not going to get the win here. Let's not stress myself out. Let's just quit it and move on and move into the next match. If you'd have asked me in my first 5 matches, would I take 4-1? I would have definitely taken it. So yeah, we'll forget about that one. It didn't even stress me out that much. It was just like, whoa, like complete and utter. Like, whoa, it just happened, like, so quickly. So, it didn't really matter. We can push on into the next game. This guy had Mbappe, Neymar, like a real nice team. And this was, I have to say, I think, the most constant pressure, high press match I've ever played on FIFA 19 so far. This guy, his players didn't tire, and that is a massive problem. I know the finesse shots are crazy, and I'm like abusing them right now, as is everyone, they're the goals that I concede as well a lot of the time, but the constant pressure from this guy and the high press meant that I had no time on the ball. I couldn't make any errors, and he was just chasing me down constantly. It made it so difficult. And it was just really kind of unplayable. But I was like, well, the later we go into this match, his players are going to tire. It's going to get better. We're gonna see lots of gaps opening up. And I just didn't really find them. So it was almost like it wasn't happening until this moment right here. 62nd minute. His players were pushed up a little bit too far. We get through with Bobby Firmino. Keeper's rushing out. I just composed myself, slot it past him, and we do go 2-1 up. Okay, now the tricky job is to try and hold on to this one, which it wasn't very easy for the next half an hour, but we were just about able to do it, trying to hold possession, trying to play quick one-touch passes, and then cut back on the defenders and stuff so that they didn't quite, always take the ball off me. So that was what I did, and that was how I got my 5th win here. So 6 games into the weekend league, I am 5-1. Really, really positive start once again. I am loving this slightly new look team right here. I really, really like Varane at the back. I like Kondogbia in the midfield. He's an absolute beast. I think he's better than Rabiot, actually. I'm actually enjoying him more than the other Frenchman. Although I think Kondogbia's nation has changed, right? It's not on his FUT card, but is he now... has he now decided to play for a different nation internationally? I think. Let me know if that's a thing down below in the comment section. But yeah, like Son, Mbappe, Firmino, absolutely great players. Dele Alli, who kind of is the weak link in my team, I think right now, or him and Kondogbia are the slightly less impressive players. They're both doing fantastic, so no worries there. I will continue on in the weekend league, try my very best to get up to likes of gold 3 once again. If we could do it, I'll be very, very happy. Guys, that is the end of the episode. Do me a favour, 1,197 likes I asked for. Let's see that happening down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.